Hello, I'm Angelina Jaspers and I'm a Flex Marketing Pro. Welcome to this week's Marketing Flex. Each week I cover a real-life marketing challenge, provide a framework to break it down, and how-to steps to master it. No doubt we've all heard of marketing described as being both an art and a science. Let me propose an alternate view. Indeed, marketing is part art and part science, but it's all about leadership. Today's Marketing Flex looks at how to make marketing more accountable, a topic that should be front and center for all marketing leaders. Unfortunately, I encounter too many marketing professionals who actively avoid marketing accountability for fear of having to deliver on results. There are two requisites to strengthening marketing accountability. One is adopting an accountability mindset, and two is measuring what matters. Let's look at each in detail. From my experience, adopting an accountability mindset is critical. This means viewing ourselves and our teams as an investment center for our companies, as well as holding ourselves accountable for every marketing dollar and asset we are entrusted with. That means we need to shift our thinking from tactical to strategic execution, from planning at the campaign level to planning in a more integrated fashion across all functions, from turning the campaign's crank to focusing on high-impact opportunities that truly move the needle. That also means adding greater context to the content we are generating. I believe marketing has a wonderful opportunity, as well as a fiduciary responsibility, to demonstrate why a dollar invested in marketing is better than a dollar invested in R&D, feet on the street, or product development. And it all begins by adopting an accountability mindset. Marketers who can demonstrate the impact on the top and bottom line will be well positioned to make the business case for ongoing investment. Which brings us to the second requisite, selecting the right metrics or measuring what matters. Let's focus on the left-hand side of this chart first, which I label subjective measures. These are focused on outputs, counting how many things we produce. Events, collateral pieces, campaigns, etc. Subjective measures focus on completion, metrics that have a yes-no, pass-fail criteria associated with them. For example, did you get the quarterly report out on time? Are your internal clients happy with your support? Subjective measures focus on how efficiently we produce deliverables. Was it on time? Was it on budget? While these are good variables to keep on the radar, they are not the measures that matter, and definitely should not be the ones we were reporting up to management. On the right-hand side of this chart, under the objective measures, are stronger metrics which we should be focused on. These include outcomes, return on investment, customer advocacy, and effectiveness. If you do nothing else but develop metrics and deliver consistently on the four categories listed on the right side of this chart, you'll be heads and shoulders ahead of your marketing colleagues. 4 metrics, measured and delivered on a quarterly basis, gives you a strong foundation of marketing accountability. Now, let's look at an example of each of these. Here, the same 4 metrics are on the left, and on the right are some representative measures for you to consider and strive for. They include measuring the incremental revenue you and your team have generated, and to take it a step further, how that revenue breaks down by headcount. You should also be measuring your total marketing investment envelope as a percent of company revenue, the share of wallet you are generating for each of your top 100 accounts, and measure the progress in that share of wallet quarter over quarter. And you will want to watch and report on your people to program ratio. The people to program ratio compares the ratio of program expense to staff expense in the marketing budget. The goal is to have fewer people running more programs, hitting a high ratio. A goal of 70 to 30 is good. 80 to 20 approaches best in class. One of the key foundations to building a flex marketing organization is accountability. By adopting an accountability mindset and measuring what matters, you will be well on your way to making a significant impact to your company's top and bottom lines. If you found this week's Flex useful, feel free to share it with others, provide comment or suggest additional topics, and most important, apply it to your work today. I also invite you to join me. You can receive the Marketing Flex in your inbox on a weekly basis by signing up on my website. See you next week.